Uh, I'm dead. It killed me. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Johan here again, and today, or now, this time, we're going to look at new items and things and see what's going on in Minus Haven and test a few setups and see if we can get a little bit of faster rebirthing going on. I've got Choco Joe Bertman here and Concrete Mixers. Here we go. iStream. So, what's new? Well, Bereza has apparently given us, instead of the First Amendment wall that we had, which had a gun on it, which was, especially now that there's no combat, pointless, he's given us a thingamajig. Yes, a thingamajig. Yes, that's what the name is. And it's an old, scary cell furnace, it says, possibly once owned by George Washington. Okay. So there it is. There is the thingamajig. Fab. It does look a bit steampunky, which I like. It's not entirely steampunk because I think a lot of people, you see, well, he's done the right thing. He says it's an old thingamajig. It's not steampunk because it's rusty and a lot of guys think that steampunk, they use the skin on items and call it steampunk, and it's rust. It's old. Steampunk doesn't. Steampunk is brass and copper and shiny. Yeah, soup. It is. Oh, it's yeah. It's either soup or something else that's yellow. That will also rust metal. So yes. So let's see what it does. I'm going to put a basic iron mine on it. Let's see. Get out of the shower. 100 million. So that is a lot. I can't see. Get out of the way there, Choco. Is that 100 million? Yeah. Now, let's think about this. The, what is it? Basic iron mine, the ore is worth $2, isn't it? So that's times 50 million. That's what that is, times 50 million. So let's have a look. If we go and look at that, or if we go and look at that, where is it? Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong tab. There. What is that? Sacrificial cell. And the basic iron mine. There we go. Same. Yeah. Because there's 100 million ore coming there and 100 million ore there. So both these cell furnaces are the same. They multiply by 50 million. Because if you drop a $2 ore in there, it comes out as mine. Oh, and there's another one up there which they haven't seen. Dun, 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 dun. Sorry, buddy. Okay. Yeah, you got it. Lol. Okay, so that's the whole thing. There's 100 million there, and if we put the same mine on this one here, it's going to give us 100 million as well. So, because that's what I worked out. If you're getting 100 million from a $2 ore, then this must be 50 times 50 million. Boing, boing. So, if you, for those of you who need to buy sacrificial cells, well, it's the same as the thingamajig. There you go. First revelation of the day. You heard it here first, everybody. The sacrificial cell and the thingamajig are similar. Well, let's hope you heard it here first. I probably am not the first one that's mentioned that, but there you go. I'm hoping. There you go, 100 million either side. I like the boy. Oh, by the way, this thing gives 10 RP for every few ore, doesn't it? Look at that. 3, 4, let's count them. Okay, there's how it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. So it gives 10 RP for every 7 ore. So 10 RP per 7 ore. What are the guys saying? Try it with an atomium. Yeah. Well, no. Atomium shouldn't work because you shouldn't be able to drop an atomium mine into a cell. The same with newtonium. So we're getting the RP, but no cash. Same as newt. No cash, but RP. So if you're looking to get a bunch of RP, then yeah, you could probably run a bunch of these. Yeah, you can't drop these high-end mines into cells. And think about it, you know, why would you want to allow guys to drop these mines, which are massively expensive, or see, there we go. We are getting the RP, but no cash. So again, you can't drop these mines, you can't drop a newtonium and an atomium and so forth into cells because otherwise you just get way too much and you just stand there and rebirth. All right. Let's see what happens when we stick an industrial fire crystal mine on this. Actually, do you know what? Do you know what? Now that we're looking at this thing can hold 3 or should be able to hold 3 of these. Yeah. Yeah. Let's have a look. See. Let's have a look. See. Because that is an interesting exercise, I think. Oh, come on. No. Oh, it won't. No, it won't. Oh, there's an extra block there. Ah, no. Okay, so it can only hold 2. Man. That would have been a nice, interesting revelation, that. And what coal mines have I got? There we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2. So basically what I've got here, if you think about it, would be the same as having one IFC going into a nature's grip, one industrial fire crystal mine going into a nature's grip. Because now there are two mines into one furnace that delivers. No, wait, I'm lying. No, I'm lying. This is only 50 million. And nature's grip is times 200 million, isn't it? Where's my nature's grip? Nature's grip. Where is it? Where are you, boy? There you are. Yes, nature's grip is times 200 million. So it's giving me half of what a nature's grip with one of these mines would give me. Yeah? And I can place 3 of these mines around a nature's grip. Let's have a look. Where are my IFCs? Yes, I've got loads of those. One. Two. 3. So even with both those mines, this is giving me half of one of these, the value. But I can put 3 mines around it. So are the guys saying something? Oh, no, they're not talking to me. All right. So if you guys have any, well, let me see. I wasn't actually looking at the chat this morning. Sorry, guys, for those of you who are watching. I wasn't looking at the chat because it was covered by my other window. Hi, guys. Chili Shorts is back up there. Hi. How are we doing? And Jock of the Gamer is there. Yes, there he is. Concrete is on the chat as well. No. Was Roblox Complex there earlier? No, there wasn't. That was yesterday. Yeah, Chili Shorts is down under. Do you come from a land down under? Let's see. I'm just messing around now. One. No, I shouldn't have put that one there, should I? That needs to move up. Where are they now? Why do they move? Don't move. I wish we could adjust the position of the items in our inventory to move them around. That'd be nice. Mm-hmm. Do I really have to go and buy coal mines? Anyway. So there we go. Just to recap, that thingamajig gives the same as a sacrificial cell. In other words, that red furnace that you guys all aimed for when you were lower lives. Yeah, this one here. Okay, so the thingamajig is 50 times 50 million, just like the sacrificial cell, although it gives 10 RP for every 7 ore, which is nice. It's much better than the others. But it only gives a quarter of what the nature's grip gives. So there's your thingamajig. There's the nature's grip. And the thingamajig only delivers a quarter. But if you don't have any of these, and you found a what was the wall? The First Amendment. You found a First Amendment in your boxes, then it would now be one of these, and it's a massive jump for the guys at lower lives. So low lives, guys, there you go. That's your furnace. That's the one you want. It's the same as the sack cell. All right. Left everybody in the dark. There we go. Shall I get some proper lights? Where are they? Oh, what's new in here? Is there something new? What's this? Oh, yeah. Industrial ore welder. Yes. Excuse me. Give me a sec. A new and sleek upgrader that upgrades ore at any level several times. Requires constant coal fuel supply. Now. That's an interesting piece of kit. So if you could buy that, that would actually, if it says several times, it doesn't tell us how many times, and there's no limit to the ore value. So we could potentially make a loop through this. Yeah? So if we could make a loop through that, feed it with ore, coal ore, then see what happens. But what I'm going to do first is test it. All right? We're not just going to stick it into a setup. We're going to test it. Where are the guys? Have they left? Come on, guys. Where are you? Yeah, Chilly Shorts. It's 11 o'clock. Oh, yeah, 11 o'clock at night again. You need to go to bed. I'm going to start doing some early morning streams, I think, with Catty Mouse as well. We can see who is what. We'll do some early morning streams for the players in the Eastern Hemisphere. Yeah, in the Eastern Hemisphere, if you want, because that's ahead of us. We are on the 0 line. There, Chilly Shorts is there. So the guys ahead of us, and then one in the evening for the guys behind us, the US. Do some streams, so we get to play with all of you guys because it's so nice. Now, how much ore would this thing need? What do you think? Because look, that's constant. Now, I'm presuming it probably wants one coal ore for every ore that passes through it, right? That would make sense, wouldn't it? That would make some kind of sense. So let's do that. I'm spacing them out a little further so that we get a more constant supply, more consistent supply. That's not enough, is it? Let's do that and that. Okay, and then put a couple more in there. Come on. Where is it? There? Why is it not going? Go on, man. Thank you. Let's put one here. And you might ask, why am I spacing them? Again, I'm spacing them out a bit so I get a more constant flow of ore coming into here. And let's put a basic iron mine. Remember, we know that the ore value on that thing is $2. So $4. So it doubles the ore value. Excuse me. So if we now take that away, so I put a slow conveyor or a fast conveyor on. Now remember, the tricks with conveyors and ore limits is that the faster your ore runs, the higher your ore limit can go. But also the amount of ore that you're running. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a loop here. Just so we do a very basic test. Whoops. Almost didn't do that. And I'm going to create quite a large loop. Oops, did I already use them up? Ha! 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what we need. Boom, 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 boom. Right, now I'm going to put a reversible conveyor, if I can find it. There we go. Here. And I'll put a normal conveyor there, because on the turns we need normal ones. There and there. Then we'll put a iron mine, because we want to see, we know that iron mine is just $2. And we want the ore to carry on going round and round for a while. And then when we're done, we are going to run the ore into the basic furnace here and see what we end up with. And it looks like the industrial ore welder doubles the value of the ore every time. So I'm just going to put a few ores in. I don't want to put too much and then start losing ores and things like that. Just put a few ore in. Now it's flashing. I want to know why it's flashing. It says multiple times, so it should keep going, shouldn't it? Don't knock my ore off, guys. So we're just letting the ore run. Now the problem is that when I'm looking at this and it flashes, generally, stop. Okay, if something flashes, then the ore is not being upgraded. So what do we got? Let's have a look. $4, $4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Okay. So, no. So, the description says A new and sleek upgrader that upgrades ore at any level several times. Now, that was once only. So I don't know. Yeah, Carol Bloch, or Bloch, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. I I presume that the Tesla would work and let it get upgraded again. But remember, the Tesla only resets the ore once. So maybe, and what I first would like to test though, is instead of having just one of these, have more than one. So you could perhaps have a row of them, and each one would then upgrade the ore. But it it looks like it just goes through and upgrades once each. So several times on multiple upgraders, perhaps, yes. But on one, it only upgraded. Did I go the wrong way now? No, it's the right way. So let's feed that some coal. Again, just answering the question about the Tesla. Remember, a Tesla only resets the ore once. You can't reset and reset and reset and reset. Once only. Otherwise, we would all be running loops through Teslas, wouldn't we? That would be fun. Just going to do that. And that. Why do they always spoil our fun? Why can't we just run some loops? I just want to run some loops. Catty Mouse is here shaking her head at me. Okay, let's see. I'm just going to have a look, see what that gives me. That's only $4. Look, even through 3 of those, just $4. In other words, it's still only upgraded once. And if you look at them, the first one doesn't flash. If you look at them at the back, the first one is not flashing, and then the other two flash.
That's weird.
No. So the description is not doing what it says.
Now, are you making a loop now?
I'm running them into a little loop to see if I can upgrade the ore even more. No, but not only can't you loop it, but look, you can't even run more than one in the same setup because only the first one is working on a new ore anyway. So how can it upgrade, like the description says, several times if it only upgrades once? I mean, really, let's look. There it clearly states, a new and sleek upgrader. Whoops, come on. No, it won't. Come, zoom here. Come on, stop it. Ah, it's doing that again. There we go. Whoa. A new and sleek upgrader just for executive. No, sorry, that's mine. A new and sleek upgrader that upgrades ore at any level several times. Where's the several times? I haven't seen one single several time. So it's baloney. It's not several times. Yeah, they flash. No, they flash because it only works once. So either Bereza is having us on.
How did that one get in?
No. You see, Carol, the description says this upgrade upgrades several times. So if it says it upgrades several times, it shouldn't have to have a Tesla just to upgrade twice. Several times means more than twice. Because a couple means twice, once means once, a couple means twice, and several means more than twice. But clearly this thing only upgrades once. And I'm gonna run it into the furnace now. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. All of them $4. So clearly. I mean, look at this. I'm going to put the and then I'm going to put the Tesla on in a second. But let's just show for whoever is joining us now, for the guys watching. Probably kind of. Yeah, the description is either wrong or there's a glitch, or it's supposed to, but it isn't. So there might be a glitch in the code, and Bereza, maybe it was late night and he got something wrong. And the thing is not upgrading more than once, and it is actually supposed to. But as it stands, hey, Shirley Shorts, as it stands, hi, Catty Mouse, there she is on the chat as well. But as it stands, this thing is only upgrading once only. So if you're using this thing now, once only. I'm going to try a much higher value ore in a second. All right, but let's just look again at the basic iron mine. There's our basic iron mine. Okay, I'm just going to let it run through into the furnace for the moment. You'll notice immediately that the first one doesn't flash, so it's upgrading. The second one and the third one flash. So these two aren't upgrading the ore at all. No, Conk, why have you switched it? It's messing me around. Okay, so these are all new ores coming through now. I'm letting them run into the furnace. So brand new ores coming through. Each ore upgrade on the first one and not upgrading on the second and third. Okay, the value of the ore is $4, as you can see, so it is doubling because a basic iron mine delivers a $2 ore, and the ore is coming through at $4. Now, if I switch the reversible conveyor and I remove my iron mine, now I've got a few ore there. Oi, stop it. Conk. Oh, it's Choco Joe. It's him switching my buttons, isn't it? Yeah. Gotcha. Okay, so, and you'll now notice that iron ore is going through, and every one of them are flashing because it's gone through already. So there you go. It looks like either the description is wrong of the new upgrader, or that the code, there's something not 100% right with the code, where it is supposed to upgrade more than once, but it isn't. So we'll see that in a sec. Okay, now what I'm going to do is put in a Tesla here. My sneaky friends behind me.
Sneaky.
Oh, what happened now?
I thought that was going to fit.
Okay, we're going to let it. Wait, let's go and let's do that first. We're going to let it run into the furnace and then reset it as we get through basic iron mine. Okay, so now they should come through at $4. Yeah. And now I'm going to let them run through the Tesla. They should go again, around again, be upgraded once more, and come through at $8. Yeah, that one went through. I'm going to remove the mine just to make sure. Who switched it again? Guys, now I can see you. There you are, standing there clicking my buttons.
That isn't fair.
No, they're pranking me, and they.
Yeah, they're pranking you.
So there we go. All right. So what's the verdict for the moment? The verdict is that the industrial ore welder is supposed to upgrade several times, but it doesn't, only upgrades once. You can only have one of them in the line, and you can only run through it once, period. Nothing more. If you use a Tesla, you can run through the Tesla, and it will reset the ore, and it will upgrade once more, but that is it. It doubles the ore value, and that's it. Now we're going to test it with a newt. All right, a Newtonium mine. Come on, where are you? There we go.
Jelly Shorts has school tomorrow.
All right, so we have a newt. It should come through.
Jelly Shorts has school tomorrow.
Why are some of them only coming through in millions? That's interesting, because the ore is supposed to be between 1 and 5 billion. Okay. And you'll notice the same thing happening, that the ore is coming through the first one being upgraded, but not the second and third. So it's even the high value ore is only going through one of them being upgraded and not the others. And yes, it says these need constant supply of coal, and that's what they've got. They've got coal, so what's the problem? Okay, so now I'm going to let it run through and see what comes out the other side. And the ore that has gone through gets upgraded again. Now our Tesla is starting to flash. And yes, that upgrader over there is also flashing all the time, every single time. So the Tesla only, remember, resets the ore one time, and once it's stuck, stop it, guys. That's enough. Please, really.
I'm going to watch the stream.
You know, a prank is a prank, but it's not a prank anymore if you just keep on doing it. Then it just becomes irritating. Then it's not a prank anymore.
Like a joke, if you keep on saying the same joke, then it doesn't.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, exactly. Katy just said it. It's like a joke. If you keep on telling the same joke over and over again, it's not funny anymore.
And that's the same.
We're actually trying to, come on. I had to put new batteries in my mouse again. So there we go. Okay, so that's the verdict. The industrial ore welder will only upgrade once in front of a Tesla and once after a Tesla, and no more. Not several times like the description says. So don't be fooled by it, guys. Don't be fooled by the description. It's not correct. It says a new sleek upgrader that upgrades ore at any level several times requires constant coal fuel supply. Now the key words here are ore at any level several times. So the ore value going into it doesn't matter. It can handle any ore, and that's correct. But several times, no. Once only. Not even twice. Once. Okay, we've done different tests here where we did ores through only one multiple times, only once. We've done 3 in a row. Only the first one upgrades, the other 2 don't. So, and then after the Tesla, it will upgrade once more, which is just like any other upgrade setup. The Tesla resets the ore, it'll take 1 more upgrade, and that's it. So there we go. Yes, it's nice to have a welder because it doubles the ore value. Now, where would I use this? I would use this just before my furnace to take whatever ore value I've got and double it. So upgrade, 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 and then at the very end, double. You don't want to use this anywhere else except the end of a setup line. Why? Because otherwise you're doubling low values and then upgrading. No, double the highest value you can get. End of the line. That's where this goes. So I'm going to use this in my next setup actually. Okay, right, so I'm just reading the texts on YouTube. Brackets over division and multiplication over subtraction and addiction. Addition. Right, it is, I don't know if you guys know BODMAS. That is the order of mathematical calculations. Brackets, order, or exponent, then division, then multiplication, then addition, then subtraction. BODMAS. Dude, change the order. What? Oh, you're not talking to me. Okay. I thought Concrete was talking to me. Right, so what else can we have a look at? Let's see. Shall I clear this? Let's clear this. Yes. And is there anything else we should have a look at? Because there might be some other new things about. Anything here? I am expecting Bereza to sneak a few things in. That's why I'm having a look. Not always say new and shout it out. He might sneak 1 or 2 things in that we have not seen. I also think he's been messing with the code of certain things because I'm now getting negative values from Schrodinger's, whereas before we didn't. So there we go, that's new, all right. Remember, this thing is also relatively new, but it's nothing much to write home about. That is still giving 5 trillion. But oh, this thing's fantastic. I mean, for those of you who haven't seen this, let me buy a couple of these. And put them down here. The cell particulizer multiplies by 5 trillion. Yeah, 5 trillion. So if I take an ore that is quite, now remember you can't drop the very high ore mines, very high ore value mines into it, but the normal mines you can. Where is it now? There we go. Industrial fire crystal. And I need some coal. Yes, I know. I just like doing it that way. All right, and where's my coal? There they are. Coal mines, or 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Watch that cache. 2, 3, 4, and 1. Whoops, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3.
They're stacking.
It's stacking. That's why you don't put too much coal.
Whee!
And there we go. It's running up in. Come on. I'm trying to see what my, yes, 5 odd sextillion a second, something. In a few minutes, okay? What is it? So it's times 5 trillion. Well, an ore is what? 461 6. Yeah, around 1/2 to no, more than that. Around half a sextillion. Yeah, around 500 quintillion to a sextillion. There you go. That's 1 point something. So there's 1 sextillion, 6 sextillion, etc. 3.8 sextillion, 5 sextillion. So lots of sextillion. Between 500 quintillion and 500 quintillion to, what was the highest I saw there? 8 sextillion, something like that. So there we go. Yeah, 4.8. Now, no, that could be multiples of the ores falling in, but that's per second, I mean. Yep. Woohoo! So this is an industrial fire crystal mine into a cell particleizer, which is times 5 trillion. Oh, sorry, Charlie Shorts. Good night, buddy. Sleep tight. It's almost morning there for Charlie Shorts with us on the YouTube chat. So thanks for joining us, buddy. We'll see you tomorrow down under. And have a good night. For the rest of you, I will be stopping the stream relatively shortly and doing some more testing a little bit later. So we'll go and just make sure that we've had a look at all the basic stuff. And then when I come back, I will start. Let's say I'll be back in about an hour. And when I come back, we are going to be doing testing on setups. So thanks for watching. Good night, Australia. Or good morning. It's almost morning there. Thanks for the guys being with us. Thanks for the guys being in game with me. Yes, thanks for the prank as well. That was very cool. Yeah. And I'm just trying to see who's around and who's there. And there's Shahaf. We have a new friend, Shahaf, over there. And before we go, shall we go and have a look at what the guys are doing, see what they're doing on their setups? Who's over here? This is Choco Joe Bertman's. Okay, cool. Buddy, you need droppers, mate. Come on. He needs droppers instead of running a setup line, but I'm sure that's what he's doing. He's actually collecting money to make a setup. And this is concrete. I think, is this yours, concrete? Looks like, yeah, it's concrete. Just check the color. There we go. He's running the standard High Lives Rebirth setup, but extending it. But you've got to move your blasters down so that the ore doesn't burn out. Or add more blasters. If you're going to run this line, this length. Yeah, there we go. Add more blasters. Woohoo! Now, the only thing to watch out when you're running a long line like this is that when the ore gets to the furnace, it might burn out. If you're starting over here at the top, already burning the ore, it might get into the furnace and be burning up. So add a whole line, and then there you go, he's rebirthing. Whoa! Grats Conk, life 142. What did you get? Yeah, he would have wanted big bad blasters, I reckon. Cool. Okay, and let's go see who else is there. Let me just collect this crate. Whoa. Don't know what he's up to, but he's running some kind of setup here. Shahaf. He's on life 19 now. I think we started the day on life 15. He's now on life 19. So there we go. Yeah, he's got a blaster. Hey! Big bad blaster. Congratulations on life 19, Shahaf. So he's done 4 lives in the time we've been streaming. So grats. And I need to go and take care of a few things, and then I'll be back in an hour and we'll test some setups. I'll be also doing some low lives setups. I'll be doing some more low lives setups. So if you're on life, let's say 1 to 50, these are the kinds of setups that you want to look out for. And now, for you guys, there are better items to use. So you should be able to rebirth faster. For guys like me, we have been crippled. We've been slowed down so that we can't rebirth as fast anymore. And it looks like Bereza has insulated guys like iFunio and Debab and Wealthy Bags up at the top because they've got so many rebirths that nobody will be able to catch them in a very long time. You know, so hey, and I personally, I think it's not fair to the guys, for the low lives guys, that they can't use the placement glitch anymore. Because it is nice to be able to rebirth fast and get lots of things, and you don't really lose interest, guys. I mean, it's frustrating it's frustrating the first 200 or 300 lives sometimes. But then it just becomes lots of fun again, and especially rebirthing fast and so on. And now everything's been slowed down. So personally, I don't think it's fair to the low lives guys. But there you go. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being with me. Thanks, Choco Joe Bertman, for switching my conveyors. Pranking me. Thanks for Concrete for being there, Shahaf, and every one of you watching. We'll see you in a little while. Take care. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons because it really, really helps us. So please subscribe, guys. And cheers!